Hey guys, it's Marty and welcome to Two Line Slot Cars. This week, we got a package in the mail. Actually, last week we got a package in the mail. And in that package in the mail, as my good friend Dave would say, it's a good day. I got a new Revoslot. And you guys know for the past couple months, I've partnered with Super Tires. And Pamela was kind enough to send me a slot car for our partnership. And it was a super kind gesture, and I'm just very thankful. So let's dig in and talk about this Revoslot. And then I got another box that had some Super Tires in it. So guys, this partnership, collaboration, channel sponsorship from Super Tires has been fantastic. Each week, Pamela sends some free tires out to one of you who is a winner who shows up on Tuesday nights during the live stream. And that's been pretty special. It's fun to give some things away. I know that it's cost her some money to do that, and I'm really super appreciative. But a couple weeks ago, she said, on their last night, I want to give away a car and pick out a couple of Revoslots because I made new tires for the new RX7. And so I picked out two of the liveries, and one of them was for me. And it really means a lot. This will be a special slot car. But we're going to tear it open, take a look at it, maybe see how it comes out straight out of the box. We'll throw a set of Super Tires that Pamela sent for it and see where it goes. We know in the past what it takes to make a Revoslot fast. We know how good they are with just a little bit of tuning. And man, they're just such good cars. Now they're different. They're different than the NSRs. They're different than the Scale Auto, my prize from the endurance race. Different from the Lola, right? From NSR. All aluminum chassis, high quality parts. It's probably the best value in slot cars for the price. Just super quality components. Really, really like it. So let's change cameras here and let's open up the Revoslot and take a look at it. We know that it's a Mazda RX7 and it's the AmSoil livery. And I open it up on my live stream, but I'm telling you guys, I've already taken it off the base. Come on, look at that car. How sweet is that? Move these boxes out of the way. And like every Revoslot, it comes with the wood track guide and a magnet, which I never use, but it's nice to have them in case you need them, right? Of course, the magnets. This comes attached to the bottom, and the wood guide we know works really well with a little bit of shaving done. Now there are lots of guys that get upset that these cars aren't perfect right out of the box, and there's always some complaining about it. But I'm just going to tell you, like, they're really good. I mean, one, they look great. I mean, look at the livery. Put that up close. Great looking car. So the first thing we're going to do is do my normal things. I'm not a big fan of the Revoslot braid, to be quite honest. I usually swap it out for some slot car corner braid. I usually tighten that spring because I don't really like that. So I usually will tighten that up, get that car as low as I possibly can. A lot of times I will take it apart, take the chassis apart, make sure there are no burrs, make sure that the gear mesh is good. There's a lot of slash in this gear mesh. So we will fix that, and then we'll throw some Super Tires on it, and then maybe we hit the track. I don't know. What do you think? Beautiful car. I love this livery. I just think that it looks great. We can just loosen the screws and pull the body off. You don't have to take the screws all the way out. There we go. That's making a little more noise than I like. The bearings are not really spinning very easily. The left is, but the right is not. And I really don't like that gear lash. That is going to be noisy. Let's fix that. We can hit it with some oil, but normally I would take the bearings out. But for our purposes today, just going to give them a little oil. Normally I would pull them out, soak them in alcohol, put new oil in it, just so that they turn a little easier. Let's see if we can get them. That side is good. Now, man, those tires are not flat. Wow. Boy, those fronts are going to have to be trued. I don't understand why that. This guide up. I'm going to leave these braids on. They're very stiff. They don't really let the car get as low as the front as I would like. We will put some grease. So the grease I like to use is some super lube with a little bit of graphite in it. And it's a little dirty, but it's because it turns a little black from the graphite. But man, it will slowly really improve some gear mesh. Yeah, I do not like that gear mesh. There's a lot of lash in that. So let's see what we can do here. Let me get into my new win here. Set 0.15. Somebody mentioned that these screws are a little tighter, but maybe they're a little better. The other ones used to strip out quite easily. So I'm really going for feel here. I know people use the paper. I feel like I can get this where I want it by feel. Boy, that is nice. That Harbor Freight purchase is coming in handy already. A little tighter. So now, let's see what we got in here. Oh, we got some ghost grips. Look at those. How awesome is that? And then we have some of the 1504 RS, the new Revo RX7 and Porsche tires. So we're going to try those out on this car. Again, I mean, quality components. You got bearings, you have aluminum, axle stays. Now, I do have a tool that I can use to make sure that those axles are aligned. And you know what? Since we have it apart, let's go ahead and do that. Make sure that we've got the best action that we can have. Pop these bearings out. Since I have them out, would be a good time to clean them. And now we'll take this tool, and it's a tight fit, but just work that in. And yep, that will not go through. That tells me that this is not lined up. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen these screws. It may have been too small of a screwdriver head. So now we should be able to get these axle stays lined up and get this right through there. And so now what we want to do is make sure that they are lined up, and this can move freely. Now we'll tighten this up. And that will cure quite a bit of binding that we were obviously getting. And now this moves freely, which tells me that those axle stays. Nice little tool. It's back together. Again, I will eventually do a complete breakdown. I really just want to get this on the track and see how it runs, to be quite honest. Now, Um, people talk about balance, and I'm looking at where the spur gear is, the set screw on the spur gear. And I like to set these in thirds, if that makes sense. So I'm going to loosen this wheel, and I'm going to, since the set screw is on top, I'm going to rotate about a third and then tighten this back up. This set screw on this side, and then another third, and then I'll tighten this side. And so now, hopefully the weight, I know it's a little thing, and it probably doesn't even help. I feel like I need to balance that rear axle. It should spin a little better. And then we're going to put these super tires on. Oh man, those fit nice. Well done. Very good. And just so that chassis moves a little easier, I usually like to put grease on here, but I'm going to put a little drop of oil in between those chassis pieces. Let's see if I can get that to quiet down a little bit. Move a little freer. Again, normally I would take those apart, but as soon as you loosen those brass, you'll want to use a little bit of the light Loctite or some nail polish or something, just so those screws don't back out. So there we are with super tires. Let's see if our gear meshes. I have to run it in a little bit. Let's put it back together and throw it on the track and run a few laps, have some fun. Again, this isn't a full tuning, obviously. I'm going to tune it first thing about like I tune the Group 2 cars. And on the Group 2 cars, I like to snug up the body screws on the front and completely remove these back screws. I'm going to leave them in, but leave them in pretty loose. Hopefully they don't back out. I'm just going to go ahead and back them out. And let's see what the car does. Set up like a Group 2. So, got a lot of float. The chassis will rub the body a little bit. Let me snug up those fronts just a bit more. All right. Now I'm going to set up my braid. I like to take something really thin, put it underneath, and kind of like put it underneath the guide or up against the front of the braid to get that front to come up a little bit, and then kind of flare them up so that they kind of are shaped like that. So I get a good connection to the track. But you know how it is. We're going to see how it goes. So let's head over to the track. Okay, here we are with the RX7 by Revoslot. Thank you, Pam. We got the super tires on the back. And let's run a few laps and see how she runs. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is a really good running car. Fixing the gear mesh was big, really helped it out a lot. The super tires give it a ton of grip on the Carrera track. I am really pleased. And we're running like 8.1s here. Ooh. It's a little top heavy car. I mean, I just think naturally, sort of like the Group 2 cars. Ooh, my first D-slot. I'm gonna give the tires a cleaning, and let's see. Oh, come on, this is a fun car. It really has some nice top end. So I think they've got it geared right. It's geared right for this track, I feel. I'd have to run some other Revoslots to remember what the times are on this track, but tires are getting a little dirty. Yeah, I'm loving it. And it's starting to quiet down a little bit. Gears are starting to run in a little bit. Yeah, good car. You guys are going to love it. So don't forget, Tuesday, we will be giving away a car to those who are in the live stream. So Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Oh, just trying to push it a little bit. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. 2 lines Tuesday. We will be giving away an RX7 like this one. Pretty cool. So guys, there you have it. The new RX7 from Revoslot. I mean, how about that? That is a good looking car. Looks fantastic. Runs great. Got in the 7.9s really without much tuning at all. It's going to be a runner. These are going to be fun class. Soon, hopefully, they'll have some other cars to run with it. We've got 3 liveries out right now with the Revoslot. Pamela, thank you so much. Guys, go support Super Tires. If you are a user of silicone tires, I'm telling you, they're fantastic. Go visit their website or go visit your favorite retailer. Lots of places carry Super Tires, so go get those. Now, I need to put a set of these ghost grips on one of my cool cars, the 1403s. That means I could put them on a slotted Group C. I could put them on the Scale Auto. They would look good on that. I could put them on my NSR Classics. Cool stuff. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope if you're a Revoslot fan, you get out there and get you an RX-7. Great car. You'll enjoy it. And if you like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the bell so you get notified anytime I put out new content. Guys, thanks for tuning in this week. Shout out again to Pamela at Super Tire. It's been fantastic the last 3 months partnering with you on the channel. I hope that you feel like you've gotten a lot out of it. I know that I have, and I know that I gained some new friends in the hobby, and that's probably what's most important to me. So I appreciate you guys. Take care and go have fun racing.